On this episode of Pimp My Gun, we're going to be taking a look at the new Skull Splitter barrel for the 9mm PM. This attachment gives an insane 145% increase to its critical hit damage. And to make sure we're getting this thing to its maximum potential, we're going to be using these augments and these gobble gums. Let's go test it out. Going into this testing, I was already faced with a really tough decision on whether or not I wanted to go in here with this being akimbo or just having the single pistol. And since it does have that insane increase to critical damage, I kind of wanted a little more control on where I could aim, especially at a distance. So I'm going with the single pistol here. I'm sure that akimbo would be fine, but the accuracy on it with akimbo is really bad on anything that isn't right in front of your face. Now, to be devil's advocate, a lot of the time the zombies are going to be right in your face, but there's a few side Easter eggs I want to do. And if I want to try this against the boss, I want to be really particular about where I'm aiming if I'm trying to hit specific critical points on not only Uberklaus, but the main Easter egg boss. But I'm sure that this weapon is still good in akimbo. I just really want to make sure that I'm hitting what I'm aiming at. And right off the bat, we can see that it is doing 162 damage to the head, which is pretty nuts for like multiplayer standards. And in zombies, we're not necessarily one-tapping the zombies at the moment, but once we get this thing upgraded, the damage should scale up very fast. Especially once we go ahead and grab Deadshot and double tap, this thing is going to absolutely melt through domes. You know what? Since Deadshot's like the first perk machine we really see, I'm going to grab it right away. We're really going to try to maximize the amount of critical damage we can do with this. So it's at 196 now. We're definitely going to need a Pack-a-Punch upgrade. But I think it can still do like that almost hemorrhaging effect where you can still get a headshot on a zombie and it just takes them a little bit to die. It's like there's almost a hidden like bleed mechanic sometimes with headshots. Because I've seen a few zombies get headshotted and then just fall over a few seconds later when they still had some health left. And it's been a minute since this vending machine's giving me something good, so it's going to give me Legendary Aether Tool right now. And if the vending machine don't want to give us anything good, the trash can sure got to have something good in store for me. Come on. One of these days I'm going to get a good drop. And I also have some unfortunate news in case you haven't heard yet. With the whole safe Easter egg, it has been confirmed that it is tied to these paintings right here. Since there is no like Easter egg completion sound when you put them all up, that the next part of the Easter egg, if you already have the safe key, is to use the Mr. Peaksfield upgrade and he'll take the painting down. So it is time gated, which is very unfortunate. And we won't be able to do it until I think the 21st is when it comes out for whatever event. Which is stupid. I don't think that was the plan when like the map was first designed or whatever. They're just like, oh yeah, we got this field upgrade. Let's just sprinkle the content in later. So everyone that was searching for a way to get into that safe and how to open it, our worst fears have been imagined. So it was already disappointing that we couldn't use the Mr. Peaksfield upgrade right away, but now it's even more disappointing knowing that not only we couldn't solve it without like somebody like hacking it in or like modding it in or whatever, glitching it. But now that we know about it and we gotta wait for it because the Aether Blade is in there. That thing was a monster in Modern Warfare Zombies and I would love to be using it right now, but nope. You don't get nice things. At least not yet. But maybe our trash bins were waiting for the final reward to give us something good. Come on, baby. Not looking like it. Dang. And let's go ahead and give this bad boy a Pack-a-Punch. So now we got 24 rounds in the mag, 360 in reserve. So I don't think the reserve went up too much. I think we were already at 300. And the mag was at like 12 something. Because with this new barrel, you can only use a very specific extended mag, not all the extended mags that they got. And, oh, there we go. It does one shot currently. I'm curious to see how this does against armor, but we're already doing, how much damage is that? 1425 damage with Pack-a-Punch 1 and Deadshot, no other upgrades. That ain't bad. And I'm going to try to avoid using our salvage on some upgrades because I do want to do the sharpshooter side Easter egg. I think if we wait till like round 20, it'll drop us a legendary Aether Tool. So I'm going to avoid trying to upgrade it for now. Let's go ahead and keep adding to this damage with a little bit of double tap. We'll get a bit of a faster fire rate now as well. It's nothing insane, but for a pistol, you can make it work. And let's just introduce ourselves to Dr. Fowler. Skip the monologue, buddy. I gotta kill ya. Pick up the pace. Quick Aether Shroud. Now, against armor so far, it's not looking too crazy. But once we get this helmet broken... No, where are you jumping to? Get back here. Come on. We need your helmet broken now, sir. Please. Okay. This has got a real problem against armor, I'm seeing. There we go. Now we're getting those headshots in, doing 1,600 per hit. That ain't bad. Not as strong as I would like, but we still need a few upgrades. This is just going to be manageable for now. Oh, and we got the other disciple. You know what? We'll use a different pistol on him real quick. There we go. Bye-bye, Fowler. Oh, we're getting 2,000 damage on him. Okay. Bye-bye, disciple. And I might as well try to do some of the Easter egg steps along the way here, because I need to try to get my revenge on Richtofen. He messed me up last time. I somehow already don't have a Klaus arm. So we need to really make sure that we get one here. Well, one dropped, gimme. And I've heard it's possible to get 2 of them in the same round, but I have yet to do it yet. Ooh, look at the collat potential on this. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we like to see. And I know that Mr. Peak's information with the safe and that whole side Easter egg was pretty disappointing to find out that that's all going to be time gated. But there is some pretty exciting news coming out, or I guess rumors coming out from some very trusted leakers saying that not only could we potentially get another bonus map to this game, which I'm thinking is not going to be an actual map, but maybe like a different area or something for a super Easter egg. That one I'm not the most sure on, and it's basically just speculation. I don't really think we're gonna get a whole new map, but there still is space on the Wonder Fizz for another perk, and we didn't get a new perk on this map, so there's a little bit of potential. But the thing that I found interesting that came out today is that they are starting to roll out kind of the marketing for BO7. You know, they're gonna do like the full game reveal pretty soon here, or at least like the official like game showcase or something at like Gamescom or wherever that event is called. So they've started to see little advertisements go out, like pretending to be some like cybernetic or like robotic company that is probably going to be behind like the main campaign or whatever for the next Black Ops game. But when you go to it and people went and checked on the site, and when it was registered, and it's called the Guild, I'm pretty sure, and that was registered about a year before the whole Truth Lies campaign site was registered, which was the marketing campaign leading up to the release of this game. So people are theorizing that, you know, take this again with a grain of salt, but people are theorizing that this game was the filler game in the gap year leading up to BO7, which actually had the dev time in it. And this sounds like massive cope, and it probably is. And I'm about to get my falling for it again award, where I buy into the COD hype for whatever reason. I'm very guilty of that. But them registering the Truth Lies so late, or at least like way after the marketing they're doing for the game coming up in a few months here, is very interesting to me. I feel like they plan these things out, or they would get that, like, it just seems like way out of order to me is what I'm trying to say. Especially that far out of order. An entire year it was registered prior just seems nuts to me. And some leaks about the zombies has come out for it, where I mean, if you've seen the final cutscene of this map, you kind of already know where it's going. But apparently one of the first maps for BO7 is going to be a transit-like map, where you can play as either the OG operators, like, you know, Richtofen and them, or the Requiem crew, which we play as in this game's main crew. And you can kind of mix and match them as well as play as like other operators, but the two main crews will still interact and like have voice lines that you know, they're talking to each other. It's not just like they're operators on the map, or for the most part. So even though I'm not very happy with how like most or a good amount of post-launch content has happened in this game, and how it seemed like almost that we've been drip-fed things, if this stuff is true, it will kind of make sense. And I'm not excusing the way that, you know, content has been fed out in this game, but it gets me a little excited for next year, thinking that like that was the real game, and it would explain some of the things like not having very many voice lines or whatever in the cutscenes, and the final cutscene in this game being much more similar to Modern Warfare 3's zombie cutscenes, where like the way they're animated and the quality of them were way different from how they were put in this game. I don't know if that was because that was them trying to avoid the cutscenes leaking in the way that they were like pre-rendered or whatever. It was just like video files or something in the game files. I don't know. I'm not a dev, but the like vast difference in the cutscene qualities and how similar it was to MW3 does kind of make me think that it was kind of planned to go there first somehow. And this was like a preamble to that game, but also the narrative in this game don't make that much sense. Like we still have so many like loose ends to tie up here, but maybe that's because they tried to fill this in quick. But also there's already been a lot of stuff done in this game that is like very impressive, like in terms of like how the maps look and how all the boss fights have been, that those had to be planned in advance. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just passing on the information as I get it. You know, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying it would be kind of neat if all this stuff turns out to be true. But I guess the truth lies somewhere in the middle. See what I did there? I don't know. I'm just excited to see where it goes. We're getting very close to the next COD already. Like, it's August. Next game's coming out in... I think it's been kind of confirmed to be like November 14th. Because there's going to be a in-game event that's already been like data mined. That is going to take place from whatever day till November 14th. And that's going to be like the lead up to BO7 and being able to get like some operators or something. Or it's like a pre-order event. Kind of like how in MW, was it 2 or 3? Where there was an event leading up to the next game's release where you could get operators going into it. So they're probably going to do something similar to that. But it's crazy going from like basically like close to 4 or 5 years of not having round-based zombies to having like some weird offshoot modes like Vanguard and then Modern Warfare zombies to back-to-back years with round-based that might have actually gotten decent development time. Also, with our pistol here, I'm having trouble actually breaking this other shield off. I feel like I'm whiffing. There we go, finally. But go ahead and step on your charging pad, buddy. Get this over with. What up, Forsaken? You're gonna get some of these turrets. And actually, you know what? I'm just gonna Aether Shroud. Can you even see me? You're from the Aether and you can't see through the Shroud? And you used to be the god of that place? You're kind of a fucking idiot, I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. Forsaken kind of just let his shit atrophy in that ball. Because how do you go from, like, a god who supposedly had, like, completely consumed Maxis to... You just get to go into a Klaus mech and then get your ass beaten in a few seconds. That's why I feel like Maxis didn't actually get consumed by the Forsaken, and they're all lying. Because the only people to actually confirm that Maxis was eaten or fucking devoured, destroyed, consumed by the Forsaken has been the Forsaken, Richtofen, and the Sam AI. And ain't none of them reliable. You're lucky I'm doing some extreme couponing here, Forsaken, and waiting for that side Easter egg legendary Aether tool. This is round 20, you'd be cooked. But I want to get some steps done before then. There we go. Finally broke him out his mech. How embarrassing for you. Getting messed up by a Pack-a-Punch 1 gray tier weapon. Yeah, ain't no way Maxis is gone. You're a chump. Now we can actually hit a crit on you. Let's see. Open that belly up for me. There we go. Nice little 3k damage. You can actually hit it. Oh, you got that shit covered up. Let me see it. Bye-bye. I'll be taking the ugliest wonder weapon ever from you. Thank you. All right, now our wait is over. It's finally round 20. And now we're going to stand on the Project Janus logo and hit this. Come on. Come on. Let me do it. Please. 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 Oh, this is bullshit. I'm actually going to be a little upset if this side Easter egg doesn't work for whatever reason. So I waited so long just to do this to save salvage, and I probably already have enough salvage to get it to legendary, but it's the point. I'm not gonna let the game win. This is my salvage. I should be able to spend it how I want. The game should give me stuff for free. There we go. Got it. Oh, just an ammo mod for this one? Okay. Next round's either gonna be a pack crystal or the Aether tool. That's the legendary Aether tool we've been looking for. Let's go! It was worth it. Now let's see what our crit damage is looking like after we scrumped and saved. 5,700, and that's still only on pack 1. And that's without us hitting multiple times on a zombie. So let's do a chest shot, then a headshot. That's 11,000 damage. That double tap augment is nuts. And there goes another round. This should be our pack crystal one, right? Oh, and there's our refined crystal. That's pack 2. And that was 900 damage, just a one shot of the helmet. Well, it's a one-shot break. Ooh, now we're getting 11,000 just from our first hit. But let's do body shot, then headshot. Okay, never mind. That guy immediately fell over when I shot his leg. Coward. I just saw 23,000, 17,000. So we are hitting some crazy numbers with this, and we still have a whole pack here to go. And let's grab pack 3. Now we can really see what we've been missing out on since this is fully upgraded, fully pack-a-punch. That's 22,000 damage, just base hit. That's disgusting. I just see 40,000 damage from that? 47,000 from multiple hits? Hold on. Let's Aether Shroud here so we can actually see. 34,000 right there. 47. And then if we just light up his shoulder, that's gone. Quick reload. Next shoulder gone. Shoot him in the head. He's gone. Didn't even have to hit a crit. But we will hit one on that. And he's gone in one shot. Okay, this thing is disgusting. And that wasn't even like the highest amount of damage we could have done to him either. We hit him with like that Vulnerable Beam. So we got that like weakness element on there with the bonus damage. But we only hit him one time. If you would have hit him multiple times with that double tap augment, you would have been toast. I mean, he was already toast, but he would have been burnt. He would have been a delicious treat for a certain Ed boy. This gun can basically, in 2 or 3 shots, do as much damage as we need to kill a zombie on health cap. That is absolutely absurd. This is like an insta-kill gun. This is nuts. Oh, speaking of insta-kill, I see no difference. I think I have everything I need for the boss fight, but I wonder if they'll let me bring a +1. Do one of those. Come here, Aetherella. Let's go get you charged up. There we go. Come here, Aetherella. We got no time to waste because I'm pretty sure you're on a pretty short timer. So we gotta fly through this part of the Easter egg if we want you to have any chance of making it to the boss fight. Throw those in. Come on. Start it up. Please don't disappear on me. Okay, she didn't. Cool. Hit the levers. Why did it take so long for the levers to activate for me to actually hit them? It's like one will activate and then 20 minutes go by and then the next one. One more though. There it is. Got it. Let's go through. Let me in. Let me in. Oh, I didn't grab his fucking specimen. I don't understand why we can't just leave it in the mutant research lab if we're not even going to use it. That way he can't be mad about us destroying his DNA. Why don't you think of that, Richtofen? It's not like he's going to physically stop us from going through the portal. He just yelled at us a little bit. I can't believe I forgot to grab that. Well, Aetherella, I don't think you're making it with me. But at least we tried. All right, now let's go. We'll at least be able to see if she can teleport with us. Oh, she can. Let's go. We will be helping Sam. You're going to get it this time, Richtofen. Ricky boy. No, Aetherella's gone. So long, cowboy. And we do still have a lot of salvage. I'm pretty sure we get a crafting table somewhere on the way up to this. I wonder if I can just craft multiple like death machines and leave them like on the elevator. I don't know how I get them there. I probably have to like juggle them.
Their deaths will be on your hands. What would you know of friendship? You use people. No one cares about you.
Ah, tell him, sister.
They'll only see the Maximus battle. Just a second-rate copy. Everyone will abandon you.
Your mother. Oh, yeah, we do have a crafting table over here. So let's, I guess we can't buy another one of the same thing. Can we juggle it over there somehow? What if I buy a decoy so they can all go fuck off over there? We're cooking slightly. Oops, accidentally Aether shrouded. Well. Oh, no way. It won't let us juggle it in that direction? It will stop us right at the edge. They planned this. They thought this out. That sucks. Well, at least we tried. Let's get right to it. We're already doing, like, decent damage to him per bullet. Look at him. He's all confused. He don't know where we're at. Uh-oh. I don't know where I'm at. Now that I have the experience under my belt, I think we should be able to do a little bit better this time around. Hopefully. And hopefully this pistol is the right weapon for the job. Or at least can do something. Because right now we can't really hit any crits on him. But I'm hoping in his second form. And when we get this top part of his mech opened up, we can actually deal some decent damage to him. Even the Klaus cores are getting messed up. I hope they actually drop me something, though. Those are special zombies, right? They should be able to drop me something decent. At least I got the chance to. It would be nice to get another score streak over here. But damn, do his shoulder pads really not want to break. Could a strat be to just, like, prolong this first wave and keep getting these Uber police to spawn and hopefully get a score streak drop from them? Like, kind of farm them? I also feel like I've never seen an Uber Klaus core actually drop something decent. Yet again, I'm taking this motherfucker for a walk. You are gonna get your steps in today, buddy. Mech suit or not. Nah. You literally made me go back and get the vial. That's on you, buddy. I could have just told you right off rip I wasn't gonna help. And then you could have just did it on your own. Why can't we use a Sentinel artifact twice, you know? And already, like, revive a T-Rex? Why can't it just do that to Maxis and your family? Is this a one-time use thing? Okay, I'm gonna be the brave one and go ahead and say it. I don't know if this pistol is the meta for this boss fight. Because I've been doing this for I don't even know how long, and he's not even at health yet. But, to play glass half full, still has not revealed a crit point. And this thing's all about its crits. It is still slaughtering these zombies, though. I'll tell you what. It's a war of attrition. I'm trished out. Oh, did we finally get a shoulder broken? God damn. So I can hit a crit? Ooh. It's only 1,000 damage, but better than what we were doing before. And the amount of time I've spent in here, we probably could have just talked it out. Like, I'm sure there's a good amount of the DNA left. I don't even know if he, like, smashed the vial. I know there's, like, a little cutscene where you smash, like, Max's vial. But I'm pretty sure it's still, like, in my inventory. Yeah. I mean, we can get it whenever you want, buddy. And you're right here at the Sentinel artifact. You could just replace it. We haven't done it yet. And then when you're done, we'll put Max's in, and then we're good. He's not even at half health yet. I'm gonna lose my mind. And as for my farming method that I came up with, definitely not viable. I've killed so many of those Klaus cores, and they have dropped nothing but ammo. Like, literally just ammo. I even have the treasure hunter augment on for death perception. Oh, an insta-kill. First time I've seen an actual drop. The game's probably feeling bad for me. I feel like the game wants to drop me something, but it can't. So I'm getting, like, extra ammo piles from some of these, like, special and elite kills. I think I probably could have beaten Sam twice by now. Like, it's actually taken, just for this phase of the boss fight, as long as it took me to do the entire Easter egg. And I was dicking around for a bit. An RCXD? No way. A score streak finally dropped. After an hour. How you feel about these? Oh, he's camping. It does pretty alright damage to him, though. I just hope he doesn't insta-kill me. Why is the RCXD actually decent against him? This is stupid. What a dumb strat. Run. Run. Get the death machine back. The RCXD just did more damage than I've done this entire fight. In a few seconds. If we get to the point where it's not going to spawn anything else in. That's actually kind of nuts if true. I've exhausted all the spawns for the first phase. They didn't plan for somebody to be in this fight this long. There's actually nothing else but me and Richtofen. We're like roommates. Okay, after that 3-hour-long first phase, we might actually be going into the second one. Finally. I like how that counts as an elite kill. That's funny.
Hello, Edward. Ready to get your ass kicked again?
Okay. Aether Shroud. Are you flying away? Don't do that. Okay, he baited me and used my Aether Shroud again. Not cool, dude. Let's see if we can build another one back up. And if we can't, we just gotta keep running. I'm trying. Oh. I do not want to be staring down the barrel of that fucking double tap Wonder Waff. Oh, I don't like this. Okay. We're still alive. Somehow. Now's not the time to be making jokes, Gray. This shit is serious. Oh, shit. I don't like him just standing there like that, menacingly. Our pistol's really not doing shit. If we can kill him with this, this will be the greatest fight against Richtofen that anyone's ever done, because I'm actually hitting him with a wet paper towel. Oh shit! Holy fuck, my life just flashed before my eyes, literally. He hit me square in the eyeball at that. Oh, he does not fucking play around, dude. Ricky, don't play. I did. I didn't know that. That's cool. That's sweet, man. I love that you had a career outside of whatever the fuck you do now. That's fucked up. Okay, maybe for a second he won't get at me. Nope. That was fucked up. Alright, what do you gotta say? It better be a different quote from last time.
I gave you a shot at redemption. And just spat in my face.
Well, you kind of just spat in mine, so I guess we're even. This match was almost 3 hours long, and I guarantee half of that was that boss fight. Holy shit. Well, everyone knows the first 2 boss fights are free. That's it. That's all you get. Charity rounds, they actually don't count. Next time you fight him, he's gonna die. I guarantee it. But as for our pistol, it was really good. You saw it, like, basically take out Uberkolosses with ease. It was one-shotting, like, the Uberkoloss cores, at least for a little bit there in the actual game before we went to the boss fight. And then in the boss fight, we were cleaning through everything but Richtofen. He was just eating those shots like they were nothing. There wasn't a whole lot of opportunity to actually hit him with a crit. And when there was, we were more in danger than he was. But I do like the attachment. It does do a lot of critical damage, and I would recommend using it. Maybe Akimbo would be a little bit better, but I felt like I was way more accurate with just one. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate our love and support, and I will see you in the next one. Later.